I'm good.
All week, Carolina Panthers special teams coach Bruce DeHaven has been deflecting.
I'm just kind of going to refrain from answering a whole lot of questions about all that.
Telling reporter
For me, it's a non-story.
After reporter
This is not a story.
that there were more important things to talk about this past week than him.
And I appreciate your interest. It's not a story.
But in the one interview he did sit down for this week, I learned Bruce DeHaven knows a lot more about what it takes to win at football than what makes an important story.
Well, in terms of what's happened to me, if I've only got a limited amount of time left, why would I want to spend it feeling sorry for myself?
Sit!
Last spring, at the age of 66, Bruce was diagnosed with an incurable form of prostate cancer.
Right in here we go.
Obviously, that diagnosis would have driven many people into retirement, but not Bruce.
In the end, I wanted to coach, and
Why does coaching win out?
I just love coaching. Coaching's teaching. I mean, for whatever reason, it's in my blood. I mean, I'll probably cry after this ball game just because we're not going to have another week of practice.
Sit!
In fact, he loves practice so much, he actually scheduled his cancer treatments around it. Never missed a single day of work all season.
Some guys got to work for a living, don't they?
Yeah. I find myself lingering after practice, thinking about, I want to make a little picture here in my mind in case I'm not doing this soon.
He knows this could be his last year. And given that perspective, you'd think the Super Bowl itself wouldn't matter as much. But don't talk to Bruce about the prospect of losing.
I wouldn't even want to think about that.
You're telling me it still matters. The game still matters who wins and loses.
We're all in the same position. None of us are going to get out of this thing alive. And
if you can get out with the Super Bowl ring, all the better.
that is way better. Yeah, way better.
As you've probably figured out by now, Bruce is, and always has been, one of the nicest guys in the NFL. Players like wide receiver Corey Brown adore him.
It's like a grandpa to me, you know what I'm saying? He's a guy that I care about.
The difference is, this season, everyone has been going out of his way to tell him that.
When Lou Gehrig said, I feel like I'm the luckiest guy in the world, I mean, I can understand what he meant. You just have no idea how you've touched people sometimes. And if it hadn't been for this, maybe I'd never have known this.
So says the man with no story to tell.